Are you feeling lost without a purpose, or you feel that you are just living your days like you're going with the flow, or wandering around witut knowing what really drives you? Then I hope to help you with only 4 simple steps that I'm about to share in this video. So, one of the most important questions that you can ask yourself is, what do you want in life? And to come up with a genuine and truthful answer can be quite challenging and require some self work from your end. What I figured out in my mid 20s is that not having goals and not knowing what is your direction can hold you back significantly. So it is really worth to invest your time to figure out what really is that you want to achieve in your life, what is your long-term vision. And in this video, I'm going to share with you the strategy that helped me clarify what I really want in life and how I identified my long term vision. But first, why is it important for you to figure out what you want? If you know what you want in life, you will create a path. And this path is full of steps that you will take, which I call the short, medium term goals. Let them be personal and or professional. That will lead you to your destination. So by working hard on these goals, you will have a sense of achievement and direction. You will have more confidence in yourself, which can lead to more happiness. You will not feel lost in your day-to-day life because you know what is your purpose and you know why you do the things you do. We basically want to avoid being that person who commits to nothing and is distracted by everything. We should understand what is truly important for us and why. And this is the framework for us to live a fulfilling life and to avoid losing ourselves to distractions that will not add any value to our life. Now that we understand why we should have a vision, how do we identify it? These were the 4 simple steps that really helped me. So the first step is to invest time by yourself. And in order to do this exercise and reach some clarity, for me it was crucial to invest some alone time, reflecting about my past, present, and future life. As I had moved alone to Amsterdam, it was quite easy for me to have several moments for myself, as I did not have many acquaintances in the city. By being alone, you avoid worrying about what other people think. You don't need to change your behavior to avoid rejection, and you are free of obstacles to tap into your own thoughts, to your experiences and feelings. You will have the time and the freedom to explore your passions without any interference of fear of judgment of others, and you can focus solely on yourself. Also, without the need to interact with others, you block outside influences and can focus inward. If you have some difficulty to find time to be by yourself, some suggestions for you are to turn off social media, pick a time in your schedule dedicated to self reflection or exploration, and let others know that you do not want to be disturbed. Go for walks, make plans with yourself as long as you need. And during this step, I invested a lot of time in museums, reading books, running and walking outdoors, and journaling. So, writing my thoughts with a pen in a notebook as much as possible. And that's exactly the step number 2. Write down your thoughts. And this is an important step because when you write what you're thinking, you have more clarity on what is going on in your mind and you are better able to organize your thoughts. So figuring out what you want in life can be very overwhelming, and as I started to explore the endless possibilities, it really helped me to have the house cleaned and organized. Writing also helps to enhance your memory, making it easier to recall information. So it was easier for me to recall my thoughts during my day-to-day activities and bring awareness to them. For example, if I wrote down that one of my goals was to run a marathon, I would more easily recall and daydream about this goal. Because I'm focusing more on this goal, I will have more awareness towards running activities. I will probably suddenly see much more people running. Were all these people starting to run suddenly? Most likely not. Probably they were all running before, but I did not notice them because I was not focusing on this activity. It's like when you want to buy a specific car and then suddenly you see this car everywhere. And in the running example, watching other people doing it will influence me, inspire me, and give me motivation to do the same. Another huge benefit of writing is that it provides a record of your thoughts that you can refer back to. This really helped me to identify patterns. If I was writing about the same thing in several different days, it meant that that specific topic was important for me. Writing should be included in the following steps for the reasons that I mentioned previously. So step number 3 is to analyze your current context. It is important to understand where and how we currently stand in life, mainly what aren't we so happy about, and what we would like to change, and what currently makes me happy. My team at work actually uses this method where every 3 weeks we discuss what went well, what didn't go so well, and what activities should we start, stop, and continue. And we saw huge improvement in the way our team works since we started reflecting and taking action points on these topics. So I think it only makes sense that if we apply this strategy to analyze our personal life, we'll have identical results, right? And that's what I did. Before I started reflecting on what I want in life, I first identify what I know currently. 1, the continue, the things that make me happy, and I want them to still be in my life. 2, the stop, the things that don't make me happy and I should remove from my life. And 3, the start, what is missing, so the things that I wish to start having in my life. To give some examples, at the time I wrote down as a continue the type of work that I was doing. That was something that on a professional level I was happy with. As a stop, I identified my diet, which was very poor in quantity and in nutritious food. And as a start was to meet more people in Amsterdam and have a group of friends in the city, as I reflected that I was missing my friends and family back in Portugal. If you do this exercise, start, stop, and continue, in the different categories in your life, let it be personal development, health, relationships, career, financial, hobbies, and your values, you will gain clarity on your current situation as of today, and you will be better able to bridge and create a path of actions that will bring you from where you stand now to where you want to be in the future. So having clarity on what you like and dislike and on your wishes is one of the tools that you will use into the final step, which is step number 4, is to characterize or describe the type of person you want to be. For me, my vision is 100% aligned with the person that I want to become. Going through the path that will allow me to reach my long-term vision is all about the person that I'm becoming and developing the person that I want to be. To clarify who I want to be, I did the following exercise. So if I could pick into the future, let's say 10 years from now, what type of person would I like to see myself? And I tried to be as much detailed and specific as possible. I identified physical aspects like, am I athletic? What type of clothes do I wear? Other aspects like, what do I eat? What are my skills? For example, I want to speak fluently Dutch. What are my habits? Reading books, routines that I have, my hobbies, which sports am I into? You get the idea. So I also imagine who am I surrounded with and what type of relationships I built and maintained with family, friends, children, for example. Do I spend quality time with them? Do I have an open communication? Do I see them regularly? My romantic relationship, I described what are the non-negotiables and qualities that my partner must have. Also, where do I live? What type of house? Here again, I was as much detailed as possible. How many rooms does the house have? How does the kitchen and the garden look like? The decoration of the house. What do I do for a living and how can I finance my lifestyle? How much money do I have? How much do I make? How much do I have invested and saved? What are my assets? Do I have a holiday house, and if yes, where? All of these combined give me a detailed version of the Mafalda in a decade. From how do I look like to my experiences, my achievements, what my day-to-day life can look like, what is my taste, what makes me happy, etc. You have to brainstorm without any judgment from yourself and what is your dream version of you, who you will be proud to be in the future. You have to find a version of yourself that is worth fighting for, because the path to achieve this version of your life will for sure not be smooth. This vision has to be your purpose and you have to believe that you can become this version of yourself, because if you don't believe it, you will lack internal drive, focus, and resilience to overcome the inevitable challenges. I think this exercise only works if you create or imagine a version of yourself that you believe to be realistic and attainable, because belief transforms your goal from a wish to a mission, and we want to be on mission mode. Now that you know who you are today and who you want to be in the future, you can create a plan of short and medium term actions and goals for you to consistently accomplish. My advice is also to read daily the future version of yourself that you want to become and the steps and goals you set for yourself. It is important to have a constant reminder on your purpose for your daily activities. This will make you more motivated, and when motivation is lacking, it will fuel your strength to be consistent and persistent towards what you want to achieve. And as we continuously grow and develop ourselves, it is also important to review if your roadmap and vision are still aligned and adjust. I hope this video is useful if you are feeling blocked. I really recommend giving a try on this exercise. Only good things can come from doing a good internal reflection and acting on it. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.